Her cousin is the famous Princess of Vapi, whose story is well known. The queen wanted to find the most refined bride for her son. When a lost young woman arrived at the castle one night, the queen slipped the pea under a mattress and covered it with 21 more mattresses and 20 feather beds. After spending a night on the bed, Molly Coddle's cousin was so bothered. Molly Coddle's cousin was so bothered by the pea that she complained that she hadn't. Molly Coddle's cousin was so bothered by the pea that she explained that Molly Coddle's cousin was so bothered by the pea that she had complained that she hadn't slept in a wink. If you think. The queen knew that she had found a rare and refined pearl, and she married her immediately. And she married her immediately to the prince. But there's another version of this story that claims the princess was actually eaten by a giant who mistook her green gown for a delicious spring pea pod. Those who believe this story say those who believe this story say that Princess of Vapi is therefore the name of a recipe. Okay. Royal cuisine, or how to prepare a princess. 20 simple and savory recipes. Page 79. Okay. Another very distant cousin, thousands of miles distant, is Princess Kosei, Japan, 6th century AD, who was a master of the tea ceremony and whose castle was surrounded by a natural hot spring where she soaked much of the day. This is going to be a lot of pages, you know. It's like a chapter book, if you ask me. Sulking rarely removes obstacles. Princess Mishap, legendary throughout the world for her clumsiness. Princess Hap always leaps before she looks. She breaks all she touches and knocks over everything in her way. Living with her can be quite stressful. Even the prince she wanted to marry fell victim to her even the prince that she wanted to marry him fell victim to her thoughtless ways and was forced to leave after numerous unfortunate accidents. A broken arm, a crushed hand, and other situations too delicate to mention for her own safety and for the safety of others. She was sent to live on an island, away from anything or anyone she could break. Miffed by this isolation, she sulked for several days. Who could blame her? But then began to devise plans for escape. See Voyages, page 44, and The Cradle, page 8. This is going to be a lot of pages. Princess Prim and Proper has a permanently pinched face, lacks all abilities to bend, shows no trace of softness, is straight as an eye, and always demands justice. She rises very early each morning, lunches and dines at the same time each day, and cannot tolerate any deviation, just like a DeviantArt, lateness or delay. She hates whimsy, idle chatter between friends, and the slightest noise today. She rises very early each morning, lunches and dines at the same time each day, and cannot She rises very early each morning, lunches and dines at the same time each day, and cannot tolerate any deviation, lateness, or delay. She hates whimsy, idle chatter between friends, and the slightest noise. Her only passion, raising black butterflies. See Black Butterfly, page 62. Her best friend, a wasp. She always wears the same outdated attire. Doesn't laugh anymore because the last time she did, her bun came undone. She tripped, and her skirt flew up over her head. Since that fearful day she has only worn pants, perfectly pressed pants. Excuse me. Got married late in life to the Baron of Broken Hearts. We'll stop there because we'll finish this later.